Hey there, guys. NFA back again. So today I'm going to be doing a Legend of Zelda collection video. Um, the reason why I'm doing this is because, to be honest, I've been picking up a lot of Legend of Zelda stuff, and I hope to be picking up a whole lot more. It is my personal favorite Nintendo series, other than Kirby. Uh, I think when it comes down to it, though, Legend of Zelda probably holds a better spot in my heart. But so let's go over the things that you guys already know I have. So there's the Legend of Zelda cards that we got from the Nintendo exclusive video with the poker set. I didn't even think about it. I have the Legend of Zelda chip in there too, the poker chip. And we have the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Master Sword and Hyrule Shield, or the Hylian Shield. Also, I do apologize if I sound a little off. I didn't sleep last night. It was a really bad night for me, and I just stayed up all night. Luckily, I was able to do something to kind of distract myself, but I still only got about an hour worth of sleep. But so to continue on, these are things that, once again, I've just collected over the years, picked up, or made myself. So starting with this one, I actually got this idea from, it was this thing that one of my friends, Random Victory, he's also another YouTuber that I have on my channel, if you want to go check out his channel. But there was like this magic bottle, and it had like a plastic, I don't want to say like, it's kind of like a filament inside. And so, but it was like, it was white, but it was almost clear at the same time. So basically it sat on top of a pad which shot light through it. Well, I had the idea to go make my own. So I actually went, bought the cork, bought some glue, bought some, I bought the bottle, and I bought everything, and I did it all myself. But so I basically made myself like a Moo Moo milk. I didn't put the little cow engraving on it, which I'm really sad about. But now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually like get a little piece and probably put something on there, but I don't know. But so this is supposedly, it's supposed to be the Moo Moo milk that when you drink you gain back hearts. Now, if anyone remembers, that is from the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where we actually get to work with the people who make the Moo Moo milk. We actually have to help them out with a haunted barnyard experience where you got to kill some quote-unquote aliens or ghosts that are terrorizing the farm. And afterwards, if you play the Song of Time to go back in time after you've done that, you can help out the person that actually makes the milk, and you help them deliver it to the town. Next, I do some woodwork, and I made this guy. It's really cool. It's just really small, but it's a Majora's Mask. It's just a little wooden magnet that, you know, I think it's cool. I like it. Like I said, I do woodworking. I did this in a Charizard, and I actually gave my Charizard away to a friend. But I'm hoping that at some point I can actually order like an actual Majora's Mask, because that'd be so cool. Either that or something from Majora's Mask, like one of the masks. That would be super cool. Alright, on to the next item. This I got in a it was like a mystery pack from GameStop. where it's like, here's a Zelda mystery pack. You get this, 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 and this. And one of them was actually the shirt. There was the shirt, there was a keychain, there was a car sticker, which I actually had on my old car. It was a silver Hylian shield, kind of like a tribal design, where it wasn't completely filled out. If I can get my hands on another one, I'll put it in another video. But so this one is a bag of rupees. That's super cool. I love it. It's small. It's lightweight. It's completely plastic, and it, it looks like the rupees are spilling out. And so it's basically just like a small little like desk paperweight, desk, whatever. And it's really nice because it just kind of sits there. It's aesthetically pleasing to me, simply because of how much I love Legend of Zelda. So on to the next thing. This I actually got a long time ago. Another YouTuber. Most of the YouTubers I know that are on my channel I've actually known in real life for many, many years. One of them on my channel is Tomato Will. I've known him the longest. I've known him for almost close to 7 to 8 years. So, but I had ordered something for him for his birthday, and when the item came, though, it came late. And so the guy that sent it over Amazon, he was like, here, have this as like a, I'm sorry that it got there late. But he basically gave us a free Legend of Zelda necklace set. But it's all the swords and shields. So most of these are actually from, what is it? Most of these are from Twilight Princess. So it's Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, where you can get all of these. And then they have the shields down below, and they have the Hylian shield from both Wind Waker and your generic one. So that's really cool. I very much like this set. I personally have never put them on keychains or necklaces, and I don't intend to. If anything, which it might seem kind of weird, but what I'd want to do is almost create like a stand, 2 posts like this, something underneath, and a string, almost like a wire down the middle, and do breakers in between, and put these on each one. So, I mean, they're hanging there, but they're not like all clumped up in one spot, so it's just like sword, shield, shield. Spaced out so you can actually see what it is. Maybe do like 2 swords on top, shields on the bottom. But I want to actually display these because these are actually really cool, and it's a really cool collection. But so, yeah, I thought it was a really funny story about how we got it, simply because I ordered one thing from this guy, and because it came a day late, he threw this in there because he knew it was going to come a day late. Because I ordered it to come in for, what was it, April 17th. And shipping said it wasn't going to get there until the 19th. But it didn't actually get there until like the 21st. So, like, it was just... So the guy was like, he knew it was only going to get there until the 21st. So being a really good guy, he actually threw this in there. Sadly, like I said, this was 5 or 6 years ago. I don't remember the name of the seller. I wish I could tell you guys. And so, the next thing we have is... Yeah, I'm bending down for this. Oh. I have an NES collection. This is... I actually picked this up at a garage sale. And I put a bunch of my games in there. Oh. I even still have one of my favorite games of all time, Ghosts and Goblins. I still have the booklet. But the important item that I'm wanting to focus on the original game case. Now, mind you, if I had my NES unpacked right now, I would actually be able to, show this to you guys how it works. That it actually works, but it still does work. This is one of the rarest cases simply because most of them came in gold, which was, you would think, oh, well, if all of them come in gold, how is it rare? Well, it's rare because this is one of the most, well kept I've seen them. Normally you get, long black scratches down it, or it's wearing off, or the stickers come off, or if you look inside, it's kind of, warped a little bit on the edges. But no, this is actually really well kept. And once again, another game that I got from Fallout Games out in Phoenix, Arizona. So, really happy I ended up picking this up. I've beaten it, I think, 3 times now. Once I 100%ed it. Second time I played it through with one of my friends. And then lastly I did a solo playthrough. And I've actually had a couple friends, because I went to a college down in Arizona. I would take it in, and I had a couple friends, one in particular, who he also loved Legend of Zelda. So I specifically brought it in that day because I wanted him to play it. Same with Ghosts and Goblins. And so, but yeah, I'm really happy to have that. As well as, you might think that the box itself is kind of clunky and, it takes up a lot of space, which, I mean, it does, and it is really big, and it is metal. But at the same time, instead of just leaving my games laying out everywhere, I am glad I have somewhere to put them. But so, finally, and this one will be the heaviest looked at item that we have here, because I am so happy to have this. I have the Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia. This is basically, from every game, every story, movie, show, manga, whatever, all the way up to right before Breath of the Wild. This tells the storyline, the making of the characters, all of that. And one of my favorite things in here is that if you look, Shigeru Miyamoto, he signed it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, he signs all of them, and yada yada this, and yada yada that. Well, if you remember, one of my other videos, the Pokemon video, every letter in every book has unique signatures. So that signature might be the same as the other one. But out of the 400,000 that they've put out, maybe 2,000 of them have different signatures in them. Somewhere in there, there is a different signature than anyone else has. So the other thing that I very much like about this is that, just like a manga, if you go to the very back, they have a bonus manga, but you actually have to start from the back. You don't read it from going... It's like a traditional manga, and I actually like that it's colored, too. They have a little bit of Skyward Sword, and I think Twilight Princess. Yep, there's Twilight Princess. It's just, it's a really cool book. I personally treasure it very closely to me. It does mean a lot, and it always will. Let's see if I can find the other. Okay, here we go. So, one of the things I wanted to show off was they have the different forms of Ganon, Zelda in here, and a lot of people forget that in like the new Smash Bros. Ultimate, the very top Ganon, that's the one that's in there now. But the newer Ganon, or the one that's newer than that one technically, this guy right here, he is, if I'm correct, the 2001. So you have the 1998 that we're still using, but then the 2001 has been forgotten, and everyone thought that that was the original, when actually this is the technical original Ganon design. I actually do have the Oracle of Seasons games somewhere. One of my friends gave them to me. There's two games, and they're both Game Boy Color games, and so it's basically like a Pokemon game, but there's just slight differences to each other in each game. Here's all the different Zelda or Links. I almost said Zelda. I'm actually mad at myself for that. But yeah, so they have all the different designs, and they have, you know, all the different things that happened, why it happened, you know, Spirit Tracks. That's another one of my favorites. I think that would have to be my favorite DS game, and then my favorite Legend of Zelda would have to be either Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Speaking of which, so many of you know that over here, that's Tinkle. He's just the weirdest looking character we've ever seen, but without him, we would never have our maps. And then over here, we have our Majora's Mask characters, such as the Deku Mask, Zora Link. I know there's a Goron Link. Yeah, Goron Link was on the other page. But yeah, it's just, I love this book. And I think the funniest thing that I ever did was, one of the first ever colored pictures for Legend of Zelda. But I think the funniest thing I've ever done was, I was at my college, and we were all talking about Legend of Zelda and stuff, and people were saying, oh no, this game is this, and this game came at this point, this came at that point. And, because, you know, Skyward Sword is technically the first game. Skyward Sword is where it all started. But Skyward Sword is not the first game to come out. Link's Awakening, the story of Link, you know, stuff like that, those came first. So, but in the actual chronological, how it's supposed to go, they have a timeline. So basically, it goes with Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, which was the first Legend of Zelda game I ever played. Then there was the Resurrection of Vati, Four Swords, and then there was Ocarina of Time. And then it splits off to, if the hero was defeated in time, it goes to A Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda, Resurrection of Ganon, and then The Adventure of Link. But if the hero was triumphant and it's the child era, it's Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and then Four Swords Adventures. But if it's the adult era, Ganon is completely sealed away. It is Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and then Spirit Tracks. I'll actually give you guys a peek here. So if you want to pause it and look at that real quick. So yeah, I like it simply because like someone was just calling out certain games, and I straight up, I did the whole pulled out the book, slapped it on the table, flipped to the page, and I said, actually, the game is here, and you're talking about being over here, but what actually happened was it was one of those like know-it-all moments, but at the same time, he thought it was cool. The guy that I was accusing, he thought it was cool that I was able to just flip out that book, go to the page, and tell him that he was wrong. Oh yeah, here's the Legend of Zelda 25th anniversary memorial image. The mural. I normally don't like to do the whole, like, oh, I know more than you thing. But at the same time, if you're going to talk about a game that you know nothing about to someone who knows a lot about it, then you need to be prepared to be told you're wrong. That's just a simple thing. Like, if I were talking about, like, Journey, the PS4 game, or the PS3 game, if I was talking about Journey to Random Victory, and I said something, and I was wrong, well, Random Victory has played it all the way through. I sat there for all his live streams. He 100%ed it. If I say something that's wrong, and he calls me out, I gotta be prepared to be wrong. I mean, that's just a fact. So here's the introduction, and we'll call this the end, but were a person to pick a phrase to describe Skyward Sword, the most appropriate would be brimming with all things Zelda. It includes the creative, immersive world, diverse characters, elaborate puzzles, and strong connection to the series that has brought you so much pleasure. Here we present artwork from the initial design stages to completed works, as well as comments from the development staff, and introduce items and elements connected with and intrinsic to The Legend of Zelda. And then the quote from the game, Link, it's time to awaken. Your incredible destiny approaches. It's time to wake up, Link. And this is the image that it shows. Very happy about that. So, I'll call that the end. I know I kind of went backwards on the book, but it was nice to be able to go through it and show you guys stuff. But so, like I said, Legend of Zelda, one of my favorite franchises, franchises and stuff like that to ever come across, you know. I very much have treasured it, and I will continue to. There's supposed to be a new Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild coming out. I haven't seen much on it. I still believe that there's supposed to be some what is his name? Demise. I think that's his name. Basically, he's the dark flaming version of Ganon. He is all that is evil that creates Ganon. I don't know why I'm trying to guess his name. His name is right here in the book. And I think we actually passed by him at some point. But, oh. There is one more thing that I have for you guys. See, now I'm just like dead set on finding this guy's name. I swear it's Demise. I'm probably wrong though, simply because I haven't looked him up in a while. It's been a long time. Let's just say that. But there is one more thing I wanted to show you guys. It is a very small and insignificant thing, and I will have to get up to go grab it simply because I forgot to bring it over here at the beginning of the video. But let me go grab that. Alright. So, while I was gone for a second, I did find out that, yes, his name is Demise, and I'll give you guys a quick look at him. This is him right here. Big fiery hair and stuff. So, the last thing I want to show you guys, and like I said, it's small and insignificant, but to me it means a lot. There's a company called ThinkGeek, and a while ago, about a year and a half ago, they released a collection of coins. Right, it's like a random pack. You open it up, and you get a random coin. And the one I got was the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's like the Sheikah Eye. And it makes me happy. And surprising enough, you would think that it wouldn't mean that much, but at the same time, I've been carrying it in the coin pocket of my pants since the day I got it. Every time I switch pants, switch it out, put in the new one, it's just constant. You know, I carry this thing everywhere I go. It was 2 years ago, by the way, because this is a 2018 model. So, we guys one more look at that. So, that's super cool. I very much like that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching the video.